So Ash, you brought this gentleman to
No,
my attention.
It was Ranger, which I want to say, if Ranger you're here, thank you very much. I got to traumatize myself and my friend with the knowledge that this is a reality for someone that we really liked.
So chat, I don't know who this is, but apparently a Let's Player by the name of Dark Id faked an entire family and then killed them. You're right, chat. You heard me correctly. Beloved creator Dark ID or Dark Id, I don't know how to fucking
Dark
say
Id.
it. Dark Id created a family only to kill them off systematically for gain, for money, for sympathy, for whatever the fuck he wanted. So when you think of Chris Watts' Family Annihilator, you also put Dark Id right next to him. So Ash, tell us who Dark Id is.
So Dark Id is a screenshot Let's Player from Something Awful, the early 2000s thing. A Slow Beef, who we will watch a video of, who also is a early pioneer of Let's Plays specifically on Something Awful. I believe his first one was Metal Gear Solid 2. So they're basically in the same space. Dark Id specifically was known for his, if you want to scroll down a little bit,
Yeah.
it was specifically known for his Let's Plays of Drakengard and Nier and Kodelka.
Yeah, he did a lot of Japanese games. I've played I Am Setsuna. I actually like that game.
So the thing that was very specific towards Dark Id is that he would weave in stories of the characters within Let's Play. So he would kind of almost make a somewhat sort of fan fiction within
Opposite!
the
Lord
universe.
of the Geese tipped $10. Money for the doggo.
Thank
And
you.
block, I guess.
Oh, so not his real family. Yeah, he made up an
No,
entire
no.
family.
He made up an entire universe for him to exist in, technically. I was gonna get into this real quick because I got cut off. So his sort of needs to create a story within the Let's Play and kind of build off the characters within it.
Yeah.
I will say it's gonna make me sound like a big baby. I actually cried at one point reading his Nier Let's Play.
So it's really important to highlight for those who are kind of too young to know this, and it's slightly before my time on the internet, but I kind of got to that point. Let's Plays came from pictured walkthroughs. So before YouTube happened, before your Chugga Conroys, Proton Johns, your two best friends, your PewDiePies, your Tobuscus, all these people, old Let's Plays were done on the Something Awful forum, and I think Rock Paper Shotgun sometimes too. A couple different
I don't know
forums.
about that.
I think a couple different forums back in the day.
When I was on Something Awful, the 2012, 2011.
Yeah, I know Something
sort of
Awful was the
timeframe.
big one.
And I was mostly in the game forums. I specifically found out of Dark Id from some friends I made on Something Awful through another story we're not going to go into, maybe in the future if I feel less embarrassed by it.
Was Chugga before PewDiePie, or were they the same time? No, Chugga's old. Chugga is but yeah, you used to be able to fucking buy game guides from the fucking store. I'll tell you this right now, did not know Red was in Pokemon Crystal until I bought a guide. I didn't know. I never knew that. It's super interesting.
The Pokemon guides when they came out because it listed with all the Pokemon, their locations, and when they respawn or whatever.
Yeah,
it's always worth it.
But this is pre-Machinima days, so this is a really interesting time, an important time in the internet, specifically for gaming, because it started making gaming related content and content creators in and of itself. People didn't this was not a thing. I have to remember YouTube was weird. Well, not even just that. YouTube is a weird place where early YouTube, for better or for worse, was built off the backs of yeah, this is all pre-Adpocalypse. Yeah.
Degen shit.
But not even just that though. It was built off the backs of Let's Plays. It was built off the backs of early shitty humor. And this guy was beloved during the day where it was still screenshot. The last one is the only one with a video. Think about that. This is the hold up, maybe on the next page.
So his last one he did, it'll be on his Patreon. I believe he was doing Parasite Eve. I don't know if he finished it.
Bro, Parasite Eve, super fucking okay. I'll say this right now.
Probably not up here because it's on his Patreon.
Oh, he did.
All these are archives
yeah.
of his Something Awful Let's Play. So after a certain time, stuff gets archived. In order to access an archive and something awful, you have to pay money to have an archived account that can
Yeah.
access archives.
It's kind of crazy to me. Also, Parasite Eve, Super Base, made, in my opinion, this is my
What?
opinion.
Don't tell me like third birthday. I'll
No,
kill you.
nobody likes Third Birthday. I'm going to say something kind of crazy.
Oh no.
I like Parasite Eve better than Final Fantasy VII.
Oh, that's not that crazy.
I love the aesthetic. I love taking a world on the brink of a JRPG thing happening. Like,
I thought it's combat.
There's no such thing as Third Birthday. That's right, Clavis. There's no such thing as Third fucking Birthday. But yeah, so Dark Id comes from this, like, time. So, no, Zane, not SA. Not SA, you son of a bitch.
There is no sexual assault or children being hurt in this stream tonight.
We may
Big children, maybe.
We may cover the YouTuber. We're gonna do a bunch of true crime segments when like drama dies down. This is another Ash centered topic sent to us by November Ranger. It's so fucking good. So let's get to this guy making games, making on Patreon, and then he puts up a post on his Patreon page that I would like to read. Before we get
this
into...
This is from 2019.
This is 2019, May 11th, 2019, Dark Id. Does he still have a Patreon?
Yeah, he still has his Patreon going. He still has it going, even though he's supposedly dead.
He allegedly makes $56 a month still. That means that there's people who don't know they're still subbed.
Yeah.
Why?
So his last post is from 2022, and that's his Parasite Eve Let's Play.
Okay. So chat, let's look at my man. Let's play Crippling Depression. Sorry for the radio silence. Maybe you heard around the grapevine if you follow me on Twitter for some dumb reason, but things have been rough. If I'm to make the worst understatement I could make, my daughter Ellie passed away suddenly last week due to... What's it matter? She's gone. To say that it was kind of devastating to me is an understatement. She was probably the only aspect of my personal life that actually leaked into my LPs on occasion. I probably wouldn't have liked the original Nier as much if I didn't have a daughter the same age that time. But I had no Shadow Lord I could fight, no reason I could get mad at for all of this. Nothing I could throw my emotions at. I just had to sit there and watch her die, and there was nothing I could fucking do. That's my life right now. Anyway, I'm a barely functioning husk that just woke up from a day of drinking yesterday and the day before, and it's about to go to another day of drinking. Looking at the schedule for the week, that liquor cabinet I had is just a challenge. Needless to say, this LP business is on an indeterminable and perhaps permanent hiatus in favor of my new series, Let's Play Crippling Depression. It's probably gonna be a long-running series, but I don't think I'm gonna abandon it anytime soon. I'm not gonna be updating shit anytime soon. Full stop. Sitting down and writing this took days alone. I don't know when I'll get back to this. If I'll get back to this. If you want to stick around, that's cool. It pays a bill or two. If not, I won't judge. I don't have enough energy in me left to judge. Thanks for your support over the years. Anyway, I enjoyed this, but literally nothing is giving me joy at the moment. And I'll be fucked if I can even remember the definition of motivation. End scene. Chad, I had to go to
come back.
Chad, I had to really go to a dark place for that.
It's over here for you.
Thank you.
So he does come back from that. This is 2019. So sometime between 2022 and 2023, I see on Twitter a post that he makes, which I don't have because at the time I didn't think I would need to screenshot around a post of someone saying, he said, I'm leaving the internet because I've gotten death threat. That's the post I saw on Twitter. He since recently has deleted his Twitter. So unfortunately I cannot get those.
That's wild. This man goes from my daughter died to yo dog, I'm getting death threat. Bro, I was feeling it. Bro, I was in the zone. Like, guys, like, get yourself an acting boyfriend. You can hire me at tip today. Listen, I do cameo.
Do you do cameos?
No, I could start. If people paid for them, I'd do
You're gonna
them.
get like some girlies asking you to moan for them.
I mean, I guess. I can moan for you if you pay me enough. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit. I will Motherfuckers, I will be your lost in deep space boyfriend. Just put me somewhere. Hey, girl. I will literally. So, this guy creates all of these, like, sad posts, shit like that. And recently, Slow Beef, as of 2 weeks ago. Who is Slow Beef, by the way, for those who don't know?
Slow Beef is also a kind of pioneer of screenshot. Let's play screenshot game. Let's plays on Something Awful. He's kind of like he's old. So like you're gonna hear like a lot of names like Void Burger and he said someone else like something else. Like a lot of these names, these people are from Something Awful, like specifically the game forums. Okay, old head Let's Play forums.
Like I know the name Slow Beef. I've personally never watched him, but like I know of him. So let's go into this stream.
I'll record a VOD just in case Twitch doesn't for some reason.
Good idea.
Yeah. So we have an incidental game of Star.
We do have an accompanying Google Doc that we will get through. But let's get to who the hell or what the hell happened behind the scenes with Dark Id.
So do you have it at 1.5?
I have it at 1.25. Should I go faster?
So no, that's fine. The guy who's gonna be talking, I did not catch his name. I don't remember if he says it.
Let's see if
he's a little bit slow at the beginning, but he like once he gets kind of comfortable, kind of catches up. So just give him like a little bit of time. There'll be like a bunch of ums.
Is a Discord admin.
Oh yeah, okay. So Speedball was basically friends with Dark Id for like a long ass time, and was part of his Discord, which I didn't know Dark Id had Discord.
So essentially the description goes on the 1 year anniversary of his quote death. Actually, let me take a step back. I'm gonna add this in about a year ago. The Dark Id, a Something Awful screenshot Let's Player, announced he was dying of cancer. Yes, chat. We have a fake cancer story. I'm Alex. Do you want to pay for this fake cancer? Oh no, Cataclysm mention. Oh no. Except he wasn't. He was lying for years about who he was. The fact that he had like a secret ops mercenary, that he had a wife and a daughter who passed away tragically was really awful. And it came out. In this stream, I invited someone who was an admin in his Discord named Speedball to talk about it. It's all fairly incredible. This stuff I had no idea about he got away with, but presented here for archival reasons. Another fake cancer story has hit the tower.
Bruh.
Star of Providence, but I'm your pal Slow Beast. With me, of course, is my new friend Speedball. So I don't know how much context could be louder. I'll make him even louder. Don't worry, we can do that. We can do these things.
I think let me try to lay out the context then.
Yeah, please do. Go for it.
All right. The way most people met the Dark Id was he did a bunch of really funny Let's Plays, screenshot Let's Plays. Back when that was the zeitgeist. He did the Resident Evil 4 one with all the funny added extra dialogue and a few edits so that the big cheese had an actual cheese hat.
I remember.
Things like that. And he had a sarcastic, funny sense of humor.
Wait, hey.
So, how I personally became involved
Press the action button to subscribe.
I'm just gonna disable my
Sorry,
because they're crazy loud. Sorry about that. So I'm just yep. Thank you, though, color printer. I'll just thank people manually. Okay, so sorry about that. Anyway,
okay, color printer is a great chatter name. Printer, fabulous chatter name. Wait, what's up, Ember?
So I followed him on Twitter for a while, and at one point, the part where we first started really interacting, he like made a general call to.
Is a screenshot Let's Play the same as live blogging?
Ooh, I think no, because you have to record it and you have to go through and edit it and then take the screenshots.
Yeah.
Everyone following him. Hey, you got some sort of personal problem? Lay it on me. I'll talk to you in DMs. And that seemed innocuous at first. I was complaining about family stuff, but
thanks for subscribing
reaching out
to
to vulnerable
Slow Beef.
people. That's kind of what a cult leader does in retrospect.
I mean, people could just be nice. We know now this guy isn't nice, but like, I wouldn't say that.
but so more time passes. It turns out he was having a conversation with someone else. You've never seen Twin Peaks, and then he makes a general call. Everyone who follows me who hasn't seen Twin Peaks, we're going to make a general discussion about it. And we started this little movie watching group to just watch Twin Peaks every Tuesday, and that from there morphed into a watch any sort of movie or other thing every Tuesday.
Okay.
Well, this guy would on occasion mention stuff going on in
Ahsoka?
his life.
Okay, side note, Ahsoka, I've known for like a year.
He even mentioned this when he was making Let's Plays, that he was like military or ex-military, that he was actually like in hospital after being shot up in Afghanistan doing the first Let's Play Resident Evil 4.
Okay.
And that sounds plausible, you know?
Yeah.
There's plenty of people who do that.
No, sure, yeah.
I mean, there was this one.
Wait, is this the first Let's Player that's given us Stolen Valor on the channel? Is this the first time
It
we've
gets
covered a
worse.
Stolen Valor
The
guy?
Stolen Valor gets so much.
Guy, I was in the army briefly, just before 9/11. I happened to get out just before 9/11 happened.
Quite the timing,
is-
jeez.
Oh, did you see they're trying to get rid of TSA?
What do you mean TS?
Apparently, Trump's trying to get rid of TSA.
Girl, okay.
I know.
Let's ball it. I'm ready for the next 9/11. Oh boy, it's gonna hit the peg on this time.
There's a McDonald's in the Pentagon. There's a McDonald's in the Pentagon.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
Yeah, and you know, one thing, I don't mean to interrupt too, is like, I don't really give people guff or grief for like believing any of it, because a lot of his stuff started real small, real plausible, and was like, I made this joke on Blue Sky, but like microdosed over like years, like literally years.
That's
you know?
that's a way to go. Yeah.
Yeah. So I can't blame any. Yeah, but anyway, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. But yeah, he says he's, because I remember too when he started talking about his like military stuff, and it sounded like at the time he was like a contractor of some kind, nothing like crazy. It was just sort of like, yeah, you know, I'm like helping move stuff and all that. And then over time it became, yeah, I'm in active combat. Yeah, I shoot people, whatever. But I don't want to interrupt your story. But sorry.
Oh yeah, that's exactly it. It started off real slow. You know, he mentions this or that. He apparently is married and his wife has her own Twitter. This would be Theo.
There's no way he pretended to be his wife on Twitter.
Yes.
There's
yes.
no fucking.
And they had fights, fake fights on Twitter.
Bro, that's so interesting. So
It's a girl.
interesting. This is gonna be hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Not the Hikari character, who apparently also existed at least 10 years back. Like he
So,
had multiple
pause.
accounts.
10 years back, Hikari is also a sock puppet of the Dark End.
Was he consistent with the age?
Actually, yes. So see that as he describes Hikari's backstory and how they met,
Okay.
and people's long relationship with Hikari before ever meeting the Dark End.
Minta, I love you for that.
That's amazing, but
I love you for that. We somebody put the Discord in the thing. Where's the disc? I don't have that bot set up here. I had that Diesel teach me how to do it. One of the mods
is
put
it-
it in. Oh.
to need you.
And yes, Theo, as in like one of the Metal Slug
Streamers are on.
characters.
I didn't
And
even
when
make that connection. Oh my god.
And when I made that connection, he's like, yeah, she's been that way for a while. Her name is Fiona. And also, yeah,
Yeah, so he
Got this
based all of these people on like video game names. It's so weird.
little boy with her
Oh,
named
yeah,
Jack. And, you know, every so often after a stream, we'd talk, you know, in the private channel or just one-on-one, and stuff would come out like, you know, he'd get real quiet and he's basically swearing me to secrecy, and he sounds real embarrassed, and he's
What?
like, oh, okay, turns out, well, one of my relatives is kind of related to a very bad person, and he would sort of ramble on like that for
Huh?
a bit, and turns out he's saying that his wife Theo is like the granddaughter of Himmler.
What the? Why the fuck would you say that your fucking fake wife is related to Nazi? Why? The TOS, by the way, but why? Why does the lore go so deep? Chat, why? Why would you do that? That doesn't make any sense. You don't, there's no reason for your fake wife to be related to the Nazi party. Why?
You want to get spicy with it, I guess.
Yeah, why Himmler of all people? Make up a random person. Say it's just in their background. Yeah, it does sound like something a high schooler would do to be edgy as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, it's weird.
Obviously,
Of
we don't like
Himmler?
him. Yes.
Wait, so he's married to Himmler's granddaughter?
Yes.
That's fucking insane.
Come up in regular conversation much, but yes.
I didn't expect.
Now that I think about it, Persona 1 and 2 has Himmler in it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Persona 1 and 2, like, fucking
Oh,
Space Hitler
no.
is the fucking villain.
I didn't expect us to get to 100 miles an hour this quickly. Oh my god. Okay.
God.
All right. Okay. So Theo, who's his wife, named after Metal Slug, and it's the granddaughter. Oh goddamn.
I don't know.
This is. I don't mean to jump ahead because we have questions in the chat. This is not the Yakuza wife at all, right? This is his first.
No,
yeah.
that's someone else.
That's someone.
Wait, he had 2 wives?
We'll get to it. This is
This
after
motherfucker had 2 wives!
he annihilates his first wife.
He annihilates his first family for a second family! He killed two families. He killed. How long did he keep this lie up? Forever.
Like more than 10 years.
Yeah, he kept the lie up until he killed himself on the internet in Minecraft.
Well, he definitely didn't kill himself, but you know.
Oh, he killed his character off. He killed the character of himself off. This is the yeah. And next he's gonna say, "Guys, I'm dating Mama JF. I found her."
No.
Fucking Dark Id is dating Mama JF. Apparently he's still around, but just in the background. Like, apparently some people have been saying that there's evidence that he's tried to come back, but like, I'd leave it to the people that knew him personally. This is hilarious. Holy shit, this is funny as fuck.
That's not the person who he went on action adventures with. That is a third person.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
There's a third wife.
Yeah,
A third wife is in the towers.
No third wife. No third wife. No third wife. Her name is Ashley DeLong or something, and she was like a part of his PMC company.
His PMC?
Yeah, he ran a PMC company. Well, we'll get to that. That's later. That's like let's see. That's about 5 minutes in. We get to that part.
It's okay. I'm gonna do it. Metal Gear. Brah, literally, my man said, "I'm gonna make Peace Walker, but it's just my wife's." He's really just Huey. Guys, Huey thinks he's Snake, but he's just Huey. Oh God, I hate him. I hate him so much.
There's 3 women in the war. Oh my God, this is so.
Yes. And at least 1 or 2 guys. Not romantic, but still.
Sure.
Okay,
This
okay.
fictional
Maybe.
world.
Maybe.
You know, his father-in-law, you know, Theo's dad, apparently. His name was Cyrus.
Okay.
Apparently he was like this older soldier man who was the first guy to introduce him into being a private military contractor.
Okay. Makes sense.
At one point, they were on opposite sides in a conflict, he said, and I threw him out of a second floor window of some building in the middle of nowhere and threw a grenade after him. He showed up afterwards, years later.
Pause.
What the
He's
fuck?
saying he battled his father-in-law, threw him out a building, and threw a grenade after him, and his father-in-law lived.
What the fuck is this man? I need to share this with everybody. Why is nobody covering this? This is hilarious.
This sort of like information about him lying was revealed a while back on Something Awful itself.
Yeah.
It's just recently coming to life because I believe another person made a video on this, which we're not watching. And then Slowbeef came out with like his stuff in a video so people can just react to it now. So
yeah, I'm about to say, like, I'd rather it from the horse's mouth kind of thing. Like, I'd rather it from the people who like knew him. Yeah, he fucking dueled Senator Armstrong Himmler. What the fuck is happening? This guy's amazing. This is better than this is every MGS plot ever.
Make that connection in a second.
Oh no.
He had an eye patch now.
He puts Tipster to shame.
He has an eye patch now.
And I'm like, is this guy, are you saying that your father-in-law is basically Big Boss?
Wait.
His fake father-in-law has an eye patch after he threw a grenade at him.
Yeah.
Well, I need to give this to Diesel. He's gonna love this. Bro, this is amazing.
There's a little preamble to kind of like get him in place, but yeah, just brought on.
Oh yeah. No,
It'll
but this
work
is
perfect.
hilarious.
Sorry, hold on. Now, wait. So, this guy Cyrus is the father-in-law of Theo?
Father-in-law of him, Theo's father.
Oh, Theo's father.
Okay,
Got it. I'm sorry,
okay.
And they were on opposite sides in a conflict. He throws him out a window, throws a grenade after him. Somehow, years later, he comes back with an eye patch and is just like, hey, I didn't think I'd run into you here. Like,
Yeah, it's like, oh, that was no big deal. We were just on opposite sides. Doesn't matter. Everything's okay.
oh, that's awesome.
Ah, I mean, that would be a great story, you know.
Oh
Is he? Oh yeah. Is he the son? No, is he the son of Hitler or Hitler-in-law?
That was like her mom,
Okay.
who apparently was super evil also, and he implied that,
Guys, we found a creator that could surpass Metal Gear.
you know, he at one point had to kill her because of a nuclear plot.
He had to kill his mother-in-law because of a nuclear plot. He's starting early.
Bro, what the fuck? What the fuck is happening? I love him. He killed his wife's mom. Bro. This may be the greatest man. Okay, listen, maybe killing his fake family was worth it. Wait, okay. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Dark Id, come back, dude. This is hilarious.
His Let's Plays were also fucking hilarious.
This guy should come back. literally and say season 1 was over. It's time for season 2. If this motherfucker came back and said it's season 2 of My Family, I would have lived. Boogie has nothing on this man. Boogie could lie about cancer forever. This is a great. Oh my god, this is amazing. He did this for over 10 years. Oh my god, this is the greatest man on the planet.
Like, this entire episode of Metal Gear happened. Now, he said all of this to me, not all at once. He sort of drip fed it, like you said, microdosing.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, he always sounded embarrassed. Like, he'd get real quiet, and he's like,
yeah, because he's making it up, dog. Of course he got quiet. He's like, what? He's like looking through the fucking manual of every fucking Metal Gear wiki, being like, what can I take? Snake. Okay, robots, child soldiers. Am I a child soldier? Maybe my child was a child soldier. Maybe my child didn't really die. They just became a child soldier. My man. He's like, which video game? Bro, imagine this motherfucker came back. So I brought Hikari back. Guys, I call her now Mega Girl because she has a buster arm. She's now Astro Boy. Bro, he's gonna bring her daughter back, I swear. Oh, Ash, this is the funniest fucking thing you have ever brought. Holy shit, I love
more
this.
To laugh at.
This is so funny. Oh my god.
If you want, you can just skip.
No, fuck it. We're going through it. I need to hear more.
Yeah, well, so this sort of happened.
Oh
and,
my god, my eyes hurt.
I realize now that it was sort of like, the humble brag was his way of getting past your bullshit defenses,
right. Yeah, because it's like the denigrating wise, like, you know what I mean? Like no, everybody would question like, oh yeah, I killed him, where's his father? And, you know what I mean? But it's like, yeah, this is tough for me to say. Granddaughter and I threw his son-in-law.
How did you find this guy? So shout out to the November Ranger. Put this in the Discord. And fucking and Ash knew of this person. Yeah. This is insane. This is maybe one of my favorite things. Bro, why? Yeah, where's the alternate reality that we live in? Like, there has to be an alternate reality subplot. It has to be here somewhere. David Cage could not write better stories than this. And I fucking hate that guy. That guy's a fucking hack and a fucking sex pest. You can look that up, by the way. That's not slam. Yeah. BRB, gotta show this stream to my friend. They need to see this. This is real. This is amazing.
But we're friends because it was really his wife who was the mean person.
Oh my god, this
holy
is so
shit!
Good, man.
I didn't know about any of this. This is awesome.
Yeah. Why do you think I was saying? Boy.
Yeah, get everybody you know into this. This is hilarious.
So then, let's talk about the kitten incident.
Okay.
Because this was something that a lot of other people.
What do you mean? The kitten incident.
Just play Foggy.
Kairos, I do remember that. I have a fucking the Elliot Page shit fucking pisses me off.
People, because he basically live tweeted this on Twitter.
Yeah.
He says, holy shit, there's a bunch of kittens underneath my doorstep, and apparently there's like a dead mother cat that just gave birth down there. Now, supposedly, allegedly, he
that does happen.
Was in a cold area like Canada or whatnot.
Yeah.
And so, he talks about he punches a hole straight through the porch with his fist.
Because he heard the kittens like behind this wooden
panel or something.
Yeah. And he punched through it, and then according to Theo on Twitter, who's really him sock puppeting, he punched through it, and then as he pulls his fist back through, one of the kittens clinging on his fist.
This man's amazing.
He's a cool military guy. Just punch a hole in the ground.
This is the most amazing thing I have ever seen. This guy, he saved the kittens, dog. And one was clinging to his fist. This is awesome. This guy's great. How did anybody believe him?
Because they said the microdosing where he would like lie a little bit at a time. And they had to piece it together
Like,
themselves.
we wouldn't put it together at a certain point. Like, this is insane.
Because, like, apparently later on they mentioned that they've never seen photos of like,
his family,
his kid. He didn't even take photos of the kittens he saved, which they bring up.
Yeah, this guy should write for games or Hollywood. Like, this is great. Again, better than anything David Cage has ever put out. You can hold me to that.
Right? Right? I mean, it's not my wife is Himmler's grandmother incredible, but it still begs credulity.
Yeah. And it's doing this entire story, of course, is fiction.
Of course, right.
Didn't realize it at the time because, everyone loves stories about kittens.
Sure.
We should have realized that it was fake when no photographs.
I think my father-in-law's big boss goes a bit further than microdosing. That's Honestly, one of the funniest things I've ever read. Yo, this is amazing. Oh, he's super boogie. He's the end stage boogie for real. He even faked cancer. He faked dying of cancer.
You fake dying.
You know, because who doesn't post photographs of kittens? Anyway, he sure says, the kittens are fine.
I'm glad I
You know,
can
one
make
of
your
us
day.
is, my
guys.
wife is veterinary trained. We're taking care of them. We're probably going to keep one.
Okay.
He says his dog, Rufus, just came over to the kittens, made a little bark sound, and it was like, and then, okay, I'm done.
Okay. I mean,
He
dogs
said-
do that sometimes.
He mentioned that when his son Jack was born, Rufus did the exact same thing.
Oh, he has a son now. Is the son alive? Did he?
I don't know.
If the son is alive in this lore, that means he left his son an orphan. Do you think the son... Yo, what if Jack takes over the Dark Id? What if that's what it is? Jack just starts typing, and he's like, guys, it's me. Guys, it's me.
No.
It's me, Jack. I'm taking on my father's mission. It went from snake and snake to fucking solid snake. No.
So I believe
Yes! Lalu Lilu! I'm sorry. The fucking Metal Gear lore is in me. Oh, go on.
no, it's fine. It was just another thought.
No, have the thought.
No, it was like I was gonna say something incorrect, but that was addressed. It's okay.
My son's name is David Dante Mangala. That's insane. That's one of the most insane things I've read. Oh, fuck me. Yo, fucking punish snake. Jesus Christ.
Sniffs the baby,
Jack becomes a VTuber and stream. That would be so funny.
He's a voice changer.
and then accepts it. The dog doing the same thing twice to cute baby things. That's consistent, right?
Bro,
You know?
that's the
yeah,
best.
I mean,
Yeah.
props to him for keeping it consistent. And the thing is, he is occasionally, because you're right that there weren't a lot of photos. Like, you never saw the wife, you never heard her on a stream or anything. Let's see, I think it is on Blue Sky. Somebody made this Twitter account called I'm Thinking, and it's also on Blue Sky now because, like, there's pictures that he posted of like his daughter, but then also like then the person also posted the Google image search where the picture he used is like the second page of like generic
yeah.
little girl or something. But
Yeah.
He fucking did not.
It's in the something awful thread. I believe Slowbeef brings up some screenshots of like Blue Sky messages, I believe. Or at least like yeah.
Oh, this is amazing. I need more people to react to this. This is the most hilarious story.
okay, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh yeah, it's fine. That was actually a natural pause.
Fuck, I'm Alex. This is the best thing I've ever heard all week.
Tragedy strikes at some point. He mentions that the cat is really sick. He never specifies what's wrong with it.
It's
and,
just like foreshadowing. Yeah, okay. So the cat has some disease. He doesn't
The cat has super AIDS.
quite say what it is. All right, gotcha.
yeah, he heavily implies that there was like some kind of like antifreeze leak somewhere, and that lapped it up. You know.
Aw.
What?
Uh-huh.
Why would you
And
kill
the
a
dog
fake kitty
dies
with
of something similar.
The dog is
I forgot he kills the dog.
this fucking villain. Dude, he's writing his own villain arc, guys. Now the villain arc starts. The villain arc, he's the
He's
Punisher,
got a
chat.
taste for imaginary
He's
blood.
the Punisher! This is, it's... What is a brick compared to a grenade? I was a fan of Dark Id's Let's Plays, but I literally didn't know anything about this dude's life until Ash told me. Yeah, it's fun. It's fucking
Yeah.
insane. This is
I just sent it to him and I'm like,
insane.
I remember telling you about it like a long time ago. I'm like, oh my god, it was a lie.
Pretty much at the exact same time. So that made it sound like, yes, it's tragic and all that. He sounded really upset and he didn't want to talk about the pets much. Maybe he did this, not just for sympathy points, but also so no one would bother him for cat pictures or dog pictures.
I mean, yeah, you have to kill your animals if they don't exist. Like, you literally have to do it.
because the one time he did claim to have a picture, a video of Rufus. It was some video image of a really stupid black Labrador seeing snow for the first time and running around in it sideways.
Yep. Yeah.
And I'm positive that now that must have been taken from something else.
It was. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's on the. Yeah, it might be on the Twitter. Let me see if I can pull it up.
Infinite butts. This is what happens when you allow Himmler's granddaughter to take care of their pet.
Yeah, honestly speaking, maybe she was testing out the fucking insanity on them. Oh my god, this is great. I love this. I needed this.
It's true. I have to sign in. I'm not signing in, but oh no, it's okay. I don't have to sign in. All right. Yeah, it's like there's one of these. Yeah, this isn't his dog. That's right. Let me see if I can pull it up on stream real quick, because like, so what happens? Yeah, this account. I'm thinking. Where's my?
Whoever runs it has been keeping track of all the lies.
Exactly. Yeah. So like, This isn't his dog, because yeah, this is Theo Ames, who's the Himmler's granddaughter wife. That's awesome. See, like,
yeah, this convo somehow goes on for 2 hours. There's 2 hours of content. I'm not looking away.
I feel like people could use more cute things lately. Here's a video of our dumb dog encountering snow, and here's a picture of a lag. Good ass dog, powerful child. And then Black Lab sees snow for the first time, and here it is.
Yo, it's so spicy. This is the spiciest shit ever. There's so much shade. Oh,
See, like
there's so much shade even from 2019 when his supposed kid dies. That's insane. They clocked. I think that was what's very interesting. People had clocked him for a period of time. But, like, we never knew about this because this doesn't, like, get to the purview of commentary and shit like that. And so, like, this is just gamers, like, knowing him for years. This is hilarious to me. People knew. Bro, I love this. Bro, I'm going to start sharing this around.
Yep. Oh, man. Yeah, it's like, you think, like, after so much practice, you get better at it, but, you know.
You just hoped. No, it's like what H-Bomber guy said when he was doing the Tommy Tallarico video. If something is easy to check, nobody actually does.
Yeah, it's fair.
It's very true, though, yeah.
Yeah. And,
let's see.
I don't know when the daughter came into the picture, but apparently she was supposedly someone he adopted, hence why she just sort of pops into the narrative at some point.
I was wondering that because, like, there is something about somebody who was adopted, but I think there was, like, some confusion. Like, other people had that, like, was it her? Or was it so? This was his. So the daughter's adopted. Okay.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Insane. Okay.
And the daughter's name is Ellie, or
of course.
full name Elhim. And I'm like, what? Fucking Xenogears Ellie? That was her full name?
Oh my god.
I didn't want to bring that up in front of him in case this was a real person who was given.
I mean, Philosopher, we all cover, like, similar topics because I want to share this to people. This shit is stuff I would want to share because this is hilarious. Like, people should know about this. This is funny content. I had a Xenogears Let's Play.
That name because that would be very stupid.
Oh my god, Elheim! Oh my god, it's a Xenogears mention! Fuck! How did I not catch that? This is insane! That everything is
the third dimension now. Yeah, I thought I was the stone moon.
Oh my god, it's in this too much. Do you send this to Chris? I might. I don't know if Chris would like this that much. I think Beckett might.
Yeah, but
I'll send this around to people if people want to cover it. I think it's really funny. And people didn't cover. A lot of people didn't cover Sissy Recovery Guy. I still think he's the funniest motherfucker on this platform. I bar none. Still one of the funniest things we've ever found.
But nevertheless,
I'll suggest it.
Really need after Xenogears? What?
How could that be? Wait, when did Xenogears come out?
In the 90s, late 90s.
Yeah. Okay, so 13. I don't know if that 98. So I don't think
that's so funny.
Fictional Ellie is supposed to be a teenager from the aughts to the teens, I think.
Yeah, I guess like it's probably not even worth fact checking because it's so obviously fake. You know what I mean? Like, but
yeah, exactly.
Sissy Recovery is not a walking TOS violation. I swear to you now, none of us have been claimed. Yes, build your Gundam, by the way.
Clothes off on stream. What do you mean?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I took my clothes off stream. I'll do it again for the right price.
If something is that fake, you don't bother to check if it's real.
Yeah,
exactly. I just assumed it was yet another case of someone with stupid names, given by their stupid parents. But
so it's like so
you adopt this kid. Okay. The most weirdly part of, like, that nobody's calling out, like, yeah, the weird names, $100. The weird names, you adopt a kid that, like, okay,
named Ellie Elheim.
I will say this: I was very fortunate, and Star Wars is, like, one of my favorite properties growing up, and she happened to have the name Leia. Wasn't intended. It was just the way it was supposed to be. Yeah, none of your Canadian money bullshit, by the way.
Who did a Xenogears Let's Play to have a daughter who has a character's name from Xenogears. So this is very odd, coinky dink.
I don't cover Dyrus IRL. If I'm being honest, he just seems like a weird, like, individual.
And then is a father to the girl from Xenogears. Okay.
Yeah, his son was named Jack, and Jack is, generic enough. But now I'm just thinking, Raiden has a son named Jack.
Yeah, it's Jack. It's Raiden, motherfuckers. God damn it, everything is Metal Gear.
That's true, actually. That's very true. Oh wow, the viewership. Jeez.
Yeah.
Wow, we have a lot of people in today.
You were gonna watch Mars Attack with your roommates, but now we're watching this. Let's go. Hello, roommates. Hi, Majunga's roommates. It's very nice to meet you. My name is Falgi. That's my dog, Leia. And that's Ash right next to me. If you like what you see, you can subscribe. We're working our way to 1K. By the way, everybody, please remember to like the stream if you haven't already. We are on our way to 1K. If we hit 1,000 subscribers, we get something cool. Honestly,
something super cool.
if we get to 1,000, it's looking like this. We're gonna get to 1,000 subscribers in under a year. Unprecedented growth for no reason. I do just want to point that out.
Good.
Hello, Miva. It's very nice to meet you too. Thank you for everybody who's in the stream.
People need to hear this.
I agree with you. I 100%.
Also, one day I'll get my fucking mana potion coffee code. Allegedly, I'm supposed to get one. I'll bug Diesel for it again.
He should. He needs to make money.
Listen,
he's the big boss man. He didn't.
I'll say this: if he wants to make like a fucking op block, like perfect. Okay, Diesel, you're not watching, but I'm gonna tell you this, and if this clip finds you, it's okay. You should make a villains line of your coffee and make it the dark roast. And so like you have like an ops line for you got to tell a story with your coffee brand. Would be fucking baller. All I'm saying, manapotioncoffee.com. If you use code D10 at checkout on select items, you could get some Mana Potion coffee.
I definitely want one that is like Christopher Lee's Dracula themed. I don't need any twink vampires. Give me like more sturdy, skulky vampires.
Would you try the Quarterings coffee? I have a throne. If you put it somehow through the throne and buy it for me, go for it. I don't give a fuck.
You've already missed a bunch of Shadowseki, but you know.
There's a VOD. Don't worry. Oh, there's plenty. You missed so much, and yet there's still so much more. It's incredible. There's more.
It's like 2 hours of this
for a weird guy who claims to shoot people.
Yes. So further along in the narrative, okay, there's this daughter who apparently is pretty funny, and he tells the story about how he's playing Persona 4 and she's there, and she talks about how is it all right if I mention that I like girls more than boys? And
he makes his fake daughter.
Secretly, I was relieved because
his secret daughter, his fake adopted daughter becomes gay.
The fucking lore is going crazy. Now she's gay. Okay.
I was saying to Majunga, like a couple months ago, I did like a super like deep dive into Hammer horror, and I got like super obsessed with the Christopher Lee's Dracula. And Peter Cushing as Van Helsing. He's super cool.
The fucking. Thank you, Philosopher, with the 5. Thank you. Thank you.
Let's feed the pupper.
Oh my god. Great vegetables. I would have to listen to the line. And I had to listen to the line read. I know what you're talking about. I had to listen to the line read. Fuck me. What the fuck? Embry, because you said... Wait, what happened? No. Philosopher again. Thank you, Miva, for subscribing. Thank you, Clavis, for subscribing. Jesus Christ, this thing went all... One more dono, chat. Yes, you will feed the dog.
Because now I didn't have to worry about her getting pregnant in high school. That's what
So he made his fake daughter a lesbian because he didn't want to like have to write a story where she gets pregnant.
I love him. I love this man so much. He never needs to leave. Bring him dark and back. Bring him back. This is I have loved the stars too fondly.
She looks emaciated. Feed her.
And chat, you know what that means? You have just gotten some dog treats. If you are new to the channel, we feed this dog some treats. We have a song. It goes like this. It's time to feed the puppers. It's time to give her treat. It's time to feed the dog now. On the Uplock stream tonight. All right, Leia. Come on. Come on. Good girl. Good girl. Chat loves you very much. Good girl. Look at her. Look at her go. There we go, chat. And you know what you won? You won another goal. That means if we get 10 super chats in the next 3 hours, feed her two. Feed her two. We are gonna feed her two. Now we reached another goal now, and we're gonna get them too. All right, let's go.
And what a wonderful father.
She was ready.
Thank you. Your sexuality lines up with my fiscal goals. Now I
can. No, he didn't name the dog after Rufus from FF. It was a dog pun name, because dogs go roof.
I've heard that.
So he was like, oh yeah, who's your favorite Persona 4 character? Chie, you're good.
Oh, okay, okay, Chie is base. Chie is best girl. Naoto, if you're feeling spicy about what gender expression they are.
At some point, Ellie gets some girlfriend named Rebecca. he describes a situation where like they were dressing up as
And he also made
Sailor,
a
Saturn,
fake,
and Uranus.
He made a fake girlfriend for his fake daughter.
Is this too much lore? Does he? Okay.
No.
Does he
no.
have a
There's-
lore? Okay. Legitimately, do you think he has a lore Bible somewhere? Do you think there is a hidden Google Doc with all of the lore? Dark Id, drop season 2. I need season 2. Bring them all back.
Apparently, he did have a drinking problem, so he probably did keep a doc, but sometimes he would get his stuff mixed up.
Bro, this is amazing. There has to be like a journal or a Google Doc, dude. You couldn't have kept this all up. This is amazing. This is one of the most amazing things I've ever seen in my life. This is awesome.
For a convention.
Of course.
Also, was Rebecca the fuck season 1 is 10 years? How much will season 2 be?
Resident
I
Evil?
don't know. Wait, is Rebecca the one that Ellie in The Last of Us meets? I don't think so. I could be wrong.
No, that's another person, right?
In the first game, not the second game. I still think the second game sucks, but that's for different reasons. It's not for every reason that everybody else thinks it sucks.
Says, well, I put on my tuxedo at one point when they were getting ready, and I said, because he's doing a tuxedo mask thing. It's my work here is done, and leaves. But you didn't do anything. He was trying to do that.
Yes, it is Rebecca.
They didn't pick it up as Last of Us reference.
I am amazing. Resident Evil. God, I really should do some more voice acting. The doc has a bibliography on the last page for every series he referenced. That's insane! Let's go! I love this.
That in real life. This is all fiction, obviously.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know who the hell just has a tuxedo. Like, you rent them like 9 times a day.
Oh, I have a okay, to be fair, I do have a tuxedo. But I had to do like
not
events.
like
yeah. I'm not a normal person.
An ex-military PMC owning Let's Player.
Listen, maybe he had to use listen, maybe he had to wear a tuxedo on missions. You don't know. He had to go to a dinner party to protect the fucking diplomat.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Like, what the? All right.
That would make a good comic strip if I drew that. But in real life,
what an expensive joke. So much effort. It also takes a little while to put on like a whole tuxedo.
Yeah.
The cummerbund is not even that bad of a part. Oh God.
Yeah, they are.
I'm not going into it.
Yeah.
It's not really that involved, dog.
There's a reason you have to get fitted for one because they're complex.
No.
They don't know.
They don't know. They don't know. They don't know. You
if
can
they're wearing a tuxedo.
Just wear things that fit.
Just has it on hand. Like, hold on, I've got the perfect anime joke, honey, Ellie.
He mentioned having some sort of injury. I don't know if it was ever real or not because it didn't sound like it was something for sympathy. Because he said that after he fell off a ladder at some point, and that this was like mid 2010s. For a while, he had some back injury that resulted in nerve damage, which meant his pinky finger sticking out on his left hand all the time. So that it made it hard for him to play computer games. He can still do the console games through the console controller.
I mean, that's fair.
This got brought up a bunch. I never saw his hand, obviously.
Sure.
But
do we know what he looks like? Ever?
I don't believe so. So, his PFP on Something Awful for the longest time has been basically the outfit Yoko Taro wears with the meal mask.
Yes.
As his PFP. Recently, so in Something Awful, you can pay to replace somebody's PFP and also add like a quote underneath it. So they basically put they have the Yoko Taro's kind of like disguise, but they put like a Groucho Marx nose on it. I
love this. This is great. They didn't know what this fucking guy looked like. He could do anything. He could be anybody. What if Dark was one of us?
He did stream, so people know what he sounds like. I don't think I ever got a chance to see his streams.
I mean, they're probably somewhere. They have to be archived. Rip him off the Patreon. It's not like he'll care. Technically, someone could pay for the Patreon and rip all the streams off.
And they also mentioned after some health scare, he did these things often where he thinks he's going to die and he pieces out of the internet for a week or so.
Right.
All his sock puppets keep us appraised.
Night K-Hawk.
And he said he had some sort of major stomach surgery, and he would always mention how he couldn't eat certain things anymore, which is really a shame because apparently he was also a foodie. He more than once made watch a bunch of really good cooking shows on YouTube. So it's kind of a weird thing to lie about, but on the other hand, since everything else is a lie, that's probably not true.
That's the problem with stuff like this, right? Because it's just sort of like...
Yeah, well, that's the best lies are veiled in truth. Where it's like something that seems believable because, why would you lie about permanently injuring your hand in some fashion? because that's something you can actually just prove. But then the family's just out to play. Oh my God, he's Frank Castle. His family died, bro.
There's almost nothing you can say like why. Like there's no reason for him to lie about it.
Right, he should have just said I got my back injury in a boxing match when I was falling and someone put me in a chair and I hurt my back. But like that's the thing. Like he lied, potentially lied about it in such a simple way that it doesn't make any sense. It's what they were saying before. He makes his lies somewhat believable or some truth believable because it's too mundane to be a lie.
There's no reason for any of this, you know, like
No, right?
Yeah,
it's
he was
so mundane and banal.
he had enough internet fame from doing his Let's Plays and stuff, you know, that like it's totally pointless. He wasn't. I know like once or twice like the wife had posted about his Patreon, but like it seemed like he wasn't directly trying to scam people, you know. It just seemed like an incidental kind of thing.
Yeah, this is an Okay, I referenced this case before. Ranger, you motherfucker. This is the most hilarious shit on the universe. This is the funniest fucking thing I've ever heard. I'm getting other people to cover this. I promise you, this stream must be covered. But I said this before. Yeah, I don't know how mundane the wife and porch cat stories are, but you know, yeah, I get you. I've discussed this this topic, but there was a kid who faked going to college and killed his family when they found out that he was faking it. This is like, it's giving me that so much because it's like he's lying about an entire life, and it's like not necessarily for money. It's like, yeah, a girl did that too, but like, yeah, Chandler Halderson, yeah, he did that, yeah. It did was lie to make himself feel good about a life that he wasn't living, and it's part of the parts that's just like insane.
Why the murder, if that's the case? Did he just find those parts not necessary anymore, so he kills them off?
His real family, or the real family guy, or fake family guy?
The fake family.
I think it's because more people kept asking about them. People just continued to ask about them, and he had to like, I think at a certain point he had to stop the lie. Be it because I would assume his Let's Plays were like popping off in a way. This is weird. Like it is a weird topic. It is very bizarre.
You know, it's like, I don't want to do this, but it is in character or some shit, you know? Or maybe that is what Himmler.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, he could have said, yeah, this was a character. And I was playing a character for... If Dark Id came out and literally said, season 1 is over, season 2 starts now, it'd be the greatest thing ever. It'd be better than Nikocado Avocado coming back skinny. Straight up. No, it would be. Because the man killed multiple families. I don't really care that Nikocado got skinny. I kind of felt like he always was gonna get skinny. I know that's hindsight 2020, but I was like, this guy is amazing. This guy's amazing.
Or his granddaughter would do, but whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, it seems like the pathological thing where it's just kind of helpful. So it's hard to tell. Like, he might have had this injury and he might not have, and we'll never really know.
He gets very pissy about it in the end. Yeah, I've heard he gets pissy about it, but like, fucking be better.
Oh, you know, until we bring him on stream. Come on out, Dark. No, I'm kidding. But you know, like, but geez. So the daughter, I remember the daughter, and like, I think the daughter was around the time I was like, kind of like, this is all bullshit or whatever. Because like,
we will probably do a part 2 of this stream.
Yeah.
Because I'm enjoying this. We will get through at least the first hour and save part 2 for another stream.
Even if we stop at like, let's say like 50 minutes, that would be good. Like that would be like a good ender for a part of the stream.
I think this is one of the greatest things I've ever. This is so good. It's so primo. It is just primo content.
I remember the girlfriend, and I remember he would tell these like really like, trite kind of stories where she like the daughter was like kind of embarrassed by him, but the girlfriend kind of liked him because like he knew about old video games and shit, which is like, yeah, sure, that's how that went, you know. But yeah, gosh.
Yeah, of course his daughter would be embarrassed.
So
she's dead.
At some point, Ellie dies.
Yep.
And he doesn't go into a lot of details about it. He, which, helps the lie, obviously. The less you lie about, the easier it is to get away with saying stuff.
Sure.
That she dies of the same chemical leak that killed his pets.
There's no fucking way! He's trying gonna create a spider family. I do know the doc exists. That's probably why we would do a part 2.
Yeah, they go through the doc, but we can always look at it on our own.
Oh my god, this is amazing. I love this. There's gonna be a
There's
part
also
2.
fake child drawings. So
Oh, we'll get there. I saw them. The fake child drawings are raw.
Or I don't even know.
Oh, I remember Hikiyari or whatever, who's like the second woman in his life, you know. Because so when he announces the daughter died, even with all my doubts and everything, I actually bought it on the, I guess, like the sort of innate sake of like, you wouldn't lie about this. This is too big. You know what I mean? Like, whatever. And then like, I remember just like a couple hours later, I was like at work, I was like going for coffee or something, and I just remember having this like, I started to feel bad for him again and having this snap like, wait a minute. And then I was kind of piecing it all like, he lied about everything else. So I went to his Discord, and then suddenly there's this new person, Hikiyari, and Hikiyari posts like, hey, you never knew me, but I'm the Dark Kid's best friend, huh? It's like
well, apparently, all right, so there's this third guy who, one of the regulars of our little movie watching group named Cubs. Apparently he was a Cubs fan at some point.
Okay.
And he knew Hikiyari.
How bad are the fake child drawings? Bro, do they cover them in this stream?
I don't believe so. They reference back to, they reference it, but they don't bring it up.
Chat, we will find a good point to just show those drawings. And that'll be the end of this stream. That is how we're going to end the stream. That's the denouement. That's the denouement of this.
Or Hikari, as for many years, you know, he mentioned to Cubs, you might have known this through our mutual friend. So it's like this was his established other gaming identity for a while, and he didn't want to be the Dark Kid online, I guess. And,
he had a separate friend who was just friends with Hikari before he even met Cubs. Was just friends with Hikari before he ever met.
Yeah, and now we're in Mega Man because it's just Dr. Light. It's just Dr. Light. Now we're Mega Manning. That's how he's gonna revive the daughter, guys. I swear.
Turns out this was some Japanese American girl who.
Yeah, there was a Japanese girlfriend.
He was his own waifu. Holy shit, this is amazing. This is the greatest fucking thing ever. Oh my god.
He befriended when he was a kid.
You where?
That, you know, some.
What is this, Karate Kid Part 2?
She was in the States.
Did she fucking live in Okinawa? Like, what the fuck is happening?
Elementary schoolers were being racist to this other kid, and he just beat them up.
The childhood friend. It's the childhood friend trope. This is insane. I love this, man. This is hilarious. No! No! I love this.
Not because it was wrong, but because he needed an excuse to beat someone up. You know, that's the kind of humble brag he's going for. I'm really a monster, you know.
Oh my god,
because
that's
it's right,
amazing.
but because it's my evil coming through.
Yes,
Don't fuck with me, Mom.
It was the evil within.
Wow.
Yeah. So obviously, since she wasn't a real person, nobody ever saw Hikari, nobody ever heard her or saw her on stream. Several times, many of us, even later on, even as far as a couple of years ago, I was playing in a multiplayer game with Hikari, air quotes, and you know, it had come up more than once. Oh, okay, yes.
Wait, what? They were playing with him recently? I don't know what's happening.
No, a couple years ago. So he's trying to backtrack.
Okay.
Don't forget to mention, he met Hikari again decades later when she was trying to jump from a bridge, and he stopped her, and she didn't recognize.
Okay, so he saved her when she was young, and then he saved her from suicide when they were older.
I could be your hero, babe. I can take away the pain. There's no way. He fucking wish you would step back from that ledge, my friend. No. Bro, he fucking did it. He saved them from suicide. Now it sounds similar to a silent voice. Yeah, this is insane. This is an insane story, bro. Oh, I love this one.
I was gonna say, yeah. Wait, okay, so that's the same person, but she didn't recognize that he was saving her?
No, he didn't recognize him. You know,
okay.
This kid he knew from time. They were like, oh yeah, we know. The reason Hikari gave for why no voice is she was worried about stalkers. Like, I used to be on voice channel all the time, and some guy hunted me down for the sound of my voice, and I'm.
Okay.
I've heard of many types of stalkers. That is a completely new one on me. Now, me wanting to believe the best of people, you know.
Of course, yeah.
I didn't want to.
But the lesbian daughter can die of it. Deep freeze. I see how it is. Oh God.
The lesbian always dies first.
Oh God, that's insane.
And I was like, okay, that sounds weird, but there are weirdos out there. Okay, you have a complex about this. I won't press you to be on voice, even though it would make playing Far Cry together much easier. And I played online with id as himself too, and so I don't know what the deal is.
But they were never playing together, right? Like Hikari and Dark.
No.
Of course, because they couldn't be because they're the same person. But
exactly.
But like, is there ever an explanation for that? Why like she couldn't play even like you know what I mean, like multiplayer games?
It's more like the explanation was they liked different types of games, and this was unusually consistent.
You thought of all the angles.
Unusually consistent.
I know, right? Hikari had like an Animal Crossing village, which I got my own copy of Animal Crossing just to check this out because this thing was elaborate. This was tens of hours worth was poured into this thing.
Okay.
Like it had a lot of end game content that you would only get by grinding a lot of stuff. Apparently, the last thing she had was potatoes.
Did she die before the potatoes?
There was this one. There was
it's
this
just
one
that he had to commit. He put all these hours specifically.
Yeah, he put a lot of effort into this. He made her the super gamer.
In her village, who was some creepy guy who she said is probably a serial killer. So I built like a killing basement in there, and all of the houses were unique. One had Super Mario paper in the background, things like that. It's like this is a lot of shit to put effort into just for a lie. I mean,
yeah,
the Dark Ages himself never said anything about this. He might mention stuff. So at some point, due to the tragic death of Ellie, he splits up with Theo Ames, who takes his son Jack away.
Do you mind?
The son goes out of the picture.
Yes.
Son walked into the sunset with mom. If they died in a car accident, it'll be the funniest fucking thing.
There's still a combative nature
story
between him and his ex. We'll get more of that.
There's no way he fakes fighting with his ex on the internet. No, that's. Bro, you couldn't. I swear. Listen, I would not want to fake fighting with my ex on the internet. I don't even want to fight with my ex now.
Hikari that I learned after the fact, just to clarify for folks at home, because there's one origin story you mentioned of how they knew each other when they're kids, and he like beat up these kids bullying her because they were racist and all that. But there's a second origin story, which I guess he canonized, where she sees this Asian girl, she's gonna jump off a bridge, and he talks her down off the bridge from killing herself by saying like, hey, I'm gonna have to jump in and swim after you, and that works. And then he like takes her home to his father, and his father gives him shit for bringing a girl home, some Asian hussy in his words.
Yeah.
And he beats up his father, I guess, and then takes Hikari somewhere else, and then like to stay, and didn't talk to his father for 15 years. And I always thought that was Hikari's origin story, but now when we're talking about it, it sounds like he merged the two timelines so that he met her on the schoolyard, they broke up, or they like stopped being friends, and then he saves her from suicide later on the bridge, and then they're still friends, right?
Are we? Bro, why is there's like a little like, why would you have to beat up his dad? Her dad?
Yeah, because his dad's racist.
His dad or her dad?
His dad.
Okay.
Like that's how this all goes?
He's the main character.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, just wanted to.
And also Hikari is like a mafia princess or a yakuza princess rather.
Yakuza princess. Yakuza princess girlfriend.
She's a fucking Yakuza prince. Listen, this is the greatest thing ever. Yakuza princess, Yakuza games reference. Let's go. Bro, if he got an Italian girlfriend, he's now had the whole Axis power.
Oh no.
Why is he dating the Axis powers? What the fuck is happening?
Because he's so
like her dead brother is Yakuza.
Oh my god.
Kid.
Oh my god, this is insane.
Yes.
Oh my god, I can't
he's
breathe.
welcome in one of the cities in Japan, and unwelcome in one of the other cities in Japan because he like beat the shit out of one clan of Yakuza, which the other clan.
He kumata'd them! Bruh. He fucking kumata'd them! Oh, now he's gonna have a Baki lore. Wait for it. And he fought under the Tokyo Dome in a secret Sekai Tensei.
He says, I had to go to jail for like 6 months, and it was fine. It was actually nice. I taught a bunch of guys English swear words.
He did ESL in the jail. He did ESL in the jail. That's insane. There's a level of insanity. Where we go? Where we go? He stopped nuclear war by killing his ex-mother-in-law. He's now fucking wanted in Japan. What is happening?
I read
Rabbit
about that.
hole.
He was like Yakuza liked him in Tokyo jail because he taught them English. And the Osaka, I think Yakuza had like a hit on him, but they can't.
It's just the plot
He's
of
a hit him.
Yakuza. It's just the plot of Yakuza. Domain expansion. Dead family. This is insane. It's just the plot of Yakuza. Nobody likes the fucking Osaka Yakuza until games later.
Their shit together or something crazy like that. It was
Something like that, yeah.
oh god.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
This is
Okay,
amazing.
I do need to apologize right now. It got mentioned in Blue Sky, whatever.
Yeah.
Post.
Social media,
Okay,
right?
at one point, but when everything fell apart, I was trying to explain stuff. Apparently, I was talking to Bob Vids, and apparently also to Voidburger at one point, and she thought that I was the Dark Kid possibly at some point.
Okay, that's funny.
So other people are thinking other people are Dark Kids old.
Yakuza, the Punisher Antifreeze Edition. Yeah.
Because she never interacted with me over voice, and
Sure.
this is back when he had like a web of lies, enormously
I was about to say, if if the voices don't sound the same, like, you pop it immediately.
huge. And apparently, I posted that I had to convince Bob Vids that I was real. No, he always knew that I was real. Let us clarify that. I'm sorry, my post was an error.
Dark Id, leader of the Pierogi Kojima Mengele family.
Oh, just a thing. Voidburger, she is a
The
Twitch streamer.
patriarch.
So, you know,
Big Dong Daddy Dom would be Dark Id, patriarch of the Pierogi Kojima Mengele family.
So how I proved it was I actually had a recorded of a stream that me, Id, Tomato Grandpa, and a fourth guy I can't remember. We were all watching the Fatal Fury anime and joking about it.
Mhm.
Funniest day of my life, actually, because Tomato Grandpa's really funny, and
He
so
is.
is TDI funny.
Yeah. T-Guy's funny. But Tomato Grandpa though, like, oh my god, that dude's hilarious. But yeah.
Yeah. You ever see a stream that he's like all of the horror game streams he's done with Bob Vids and Voidburger and one more person, Dame Has Class. Yeah, they were comedy gold when they were doing Outlast 2.
Oh yeah. No, yeah, they're all really talented.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so
Used by Sarah Lynn Draws now too.
they go off a small.
But,
I think Hikari mentioned once that she got a PS5 cheap because of her connections to the family.
Yeah, I get free PS5.
Racism just goes so fucking deep for no reason. The racism just goes so fucking hard for no fucking reason. I can't breathe. Connections. You mean they just bought it in Japan and shipped it to the States? Literally, that's the easiest version of the connections ever. What the fuck?
Yakuza Connections got her a cheap PlayStation 5.
Yes.
Oh. Speaking of racism, Hikari hates white people. Amazing.
And I said,
Yeah.
well, hook me up. And she says, no, discounts for honkies or something like that.
Yeah, she said no discounts for honkies. I'm like, why the fuck would a Japanese American woman say honkies?
Majunga, you're so right. What if Altis would be so proud of him?
Oh
You
my
know?
god! Oh my god! For the record, this is absolutely true. One of my Twitch mods, Shadowhog, hooked me up with a PS5, which means that he's on the same level as Yakuza in terms of the hookup, the criminal
Makes
hookup.
sense.
That's incredible. For honkies, my god, that's amazing. Who even still says that? But whatever.
Based.
Oh my god. Actually, you know what? I posted about this on Blue Sky, but I just want to bring something up. One graphic that I hadn't seen in my lore dump doc here, which is Hikiari saying, you're one of the good white folk. You're rare. With like a little
Yeah. His fake Japanese Yakuza princess said he's one of the good white ones.
He literally white saviored himself. I need more people to know about this man. Where is everybody? I need to yell at people to get on this. I'll yell at people later. This is Ash Ranger, fucking hilarious. This is maybe one of my favorite things we've covered. I've said it multiple times. The lore goes deeper for no reason.
in lowercase p, but it's him. He's talking to himself and saying he's one of the good white folk.
He's the good guy, Jin.
Incredible.
He claimed to be in Canada on.
Do you think that when he This is fun. Do you think when he wrote for his fake Japanese girlfriend, he did like he said English in his head? Do you think he called himself Honky-san? I'm not gonna do the accent. My name is not Mickey Rooney. This is fucking hilarious. Oh my
Emotional support honky.
Emotional support hockey is hilarious. Hey Louis, quick TLDR. Man fakes everything, and it's all video game related, and he somehow thought people would believe it.
Prince Edward Island somewhere to get away from anyone. So since he had moved to Canada, he said he could freely complain about Americans being the bad guys.
Okay.
You know,
Sure.
no argument there, but it still feels real weird when I'm pretty sure he still lives in one of the 50 states. And
I mean, it's okay. He can say that.
is saying all that stuff to have a moral high ground. That is one of the few times where it felt like he was really just bragging and somehow. Oh yeah, so. I don't want to jump the gun on the gunfight, but you know.
Yeah, no, we got to build up to that.
There's a gunfight?
Yeah, there's a gunfight.
Now we're just Black Lagooning? What the fuck?
Yeah, because that's incredible too.
Let's see. So here's something.
Daughter dying. Oh yeah, sorry. Go ahead. Yeah, sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
In the ongoing fiction of his fictional mercenary company that he never actually named, but you know, there's this French lady named Ashley DeLong.
Ashley DeLong? That's gotta be somebody. It's gotta be somebody.
Or number 4.
Wait a minute. Ashley DeLeon?
DeLong.
Oh.
Yeah, Long, not DeLeon.
I got it. My mistake. Okay.
Yeah.
Chat, fucking look up Ashley DeLong. I need it.
Still, or more commonly, number 2. Now, he said that the calling her number 2 was a thing he came up with when they were both on the radio channel together, number 1 and number 2. I always thought it was his second in command, so number 2, I thought I came up with that, and he appropriated my comment. Anyway, so there's trouble back at the base apparently one day.
Trouble back at the base. DeLong is the lesbian assassin chick. She's a lesbian assassin?
Yeah.
I love this man! There's no fucking...
So his fake wife and his fake Yakuza princess won't feel jealous.
We'll get there.
He more or less runs the company. The only reason Ashley is number 2 is because, well, there's a lot of sexist bastards out there. Most people need to hear stuff from a man, not a woman who will just pull out a gun and shoot them. You know. So the third in command guy, Wolf, apparently had a big fight with him at some point.
There's another fake character.
This is a Metal Gear reference. This is just a Metal Gear reference. It's just a Metal Gear reference. This is Licaro writing.
But because he wasn't living up to Cyrus's legacy, like Big Boss's legacy, and
oh my god, I forgot. Cyrus is the fucking
the
ex-father-in-law. It's a whole Metal Gear, man!
Slowly's face, he's realized.
Oh my god!
And they fought, and Wolf died. And apparently Hikari was inconsolable for a few days because she had a thing for Wolf.
Unspoken love between Wolf and Hikari.
It's Cypher! It's Cypher! It's all real!
Yes, this is the first time I've ever talked about any of this shit.
It must be insane talking about it out loud. It must be insane that, like, he's talking about all this out loud, and he's like, oh, yeah, saying this out loud is the craziest thing. Cyrus also had an eye patch. Yes, I knew about that. Yeah, it was after the grenade throwing.
Wait, Hikari had a thing for Wolf, but
yeah, I get it. Yeah,
Hikari is his like video game friend who he saved from suicide in school, but how does she know about the assassination squad or whatever the hell his?
Apparently, they used her Yakuza connections at one point. You know?
Fuck me. This is the great. Why is nobody covering this? This is so good. But you know what? Fuck it. Right now, Poppy, chat, you can't see my Discord screen. Okay, going through an old hard drive. Look at this dork kid. She. No! There's no! This man is amazing. He looks like Cruella. For reference, this is what his flying lesbian daughter looked like. She turned 14, chat. Oh god. My daughter now has her driver's license. Fuck. I picked up my daughter from driver's off and I finally done it. I've become an old dad. Jesus Christ. This man's insane. Let's see. This is like. And this is from 2019. So this is like a random account was made to just of it. Literally drop shit. Video This account has been manned by a 30-year-old who likes to strangle cats and also still lives with his father. Dark Id honestly cared more about the cat than I did you. So help me God if I ever come back there and beat the shit out of you and personally check you into a fucking mental ward. I guess his real name is Ryan because somebody like lived on after himself. Jesus. Cat. He did to say starving kittens. There were no kittens. Kitten post that he did. This is what from an old from 2012. This was posted a couple years ago. This will give an exact date because again, a lot of these things were deleted. But yeah, again, tube video and in around what, like 26. Christ.
Oh, this is 20 right there,
Yeah.
February 7th.
So this is from 20 video. Here's one of the cats. 3 months later, the kitten is now a fully grown cat, a different breed. And then here's there were no kitten clip of the cat, but this was the dog post that we saw earlier. So this is a video of the dog allegedly. It's from a YouTube video. Oh my fucking God. Literally. This dog also died from antifreeze poisoning. So this account was just about his pets and his daughter. This is a Blue Sky account. I don't even know if I have a Blue Sky account. So this is 2020. The Dark is this was recent, this month or last month. Where he was being shot at actively by Russian Nazis. Oh, yeah. Russia specialist Blank is now in charge. I'm busy with being assassin. Okay, hold up. His daughter was not a Yakuza princess. All right, I'm gonna give him a voice chat. Are we ready?
Go ahead.
Blank is now in charge. I'm busy with being assassinated. There's a cool Russian ops me coming up. As if it matter. As if I matter. It's been good. Akari the Tarnished and her sister got out safe. They're probably done with the online thing with all this. So you know, this is the Dark Id signing off. Well, stay safe. Please stay safe. The guys they're doing still have to go. Beware previously did shit. This fuck's sake. I'm now an IV and my gun rifle. Don't jinx. Fuck to the doctor. I made it some. I need to see a doctor. You're all right, too. I'm glad the universe wanted you to win. Go do that. Shoulders have major arteries, too. And bone. By the way, I got threatened by someone that took over my wife's old Twitter account, and that's been disabled for months, and is doing some bullshit Russian OPSEC way. That sucks. I got someone to kill later. I want to point out, this is insane. I've been shot at. I am bleeding out. There's a Russian operative in my wife's account.
Not in no Twitter.
This man is the most insane person I have come across. Greg, how are you feeling?
Oh, this sucks. This is boring. I wish I could care. There's nothing here for me.
Greg, how could you?
How could I what?
How could you hate the Dark Id? The Dark Id's the one?
I'm pretty sure that he's made up. And it's like 5 cats in a trench coat.
There's 5 cats in a trench coat. So, like, daughter's super sick. I need to get back home. I'm super fucking worried. And some United Airlines shit law. I'm very close to acing this dude. Hijacking a plane. What the fuck? What the fuck? My phone's a bomb. What the fuck? Mortal Kombat 11. Okay. The Dark Cat. That just seems like a thing. A second, he deletes all previous posts announcing her death and announces her death anew. Cleans up a bunch of game-related posts. So he deletes some of his... Jesus Christ. There's so much on this guy. I'm trying to think if there's anything... Go on.
So Slow Beef did a video with the Dark Id about they're playing Resident Evil 5. If you want to hear what the Dark Id's voice sounds like.
I do. I need to hear what the Dark Id voice sounds like. Give it to me.
Okay, so I'll post it in this chat.
That's the best way to end this. And guy sound like. I need to know.
Post it in this chat.
Thank you. You're the
And with the Dark Id, what's going on, dude?
It's happening. Eventually it's happening.
Yep. It says partner isn't ready yet, so I think you gotta hit ready. I think.
No, I need to organize my inventory.
That's killing people straight up. This guy is harded.
I haven't.
You know, I'm gonna remove everything from my inventory.
I've played this before on the PC version.
Sounds like James Stewart.
Yeah, like he just sounds like a whittle guy. He's got like permanent 1 HP voice.
That might be the 360 mic he's using.
What's a 360 mic?
An Xbox 360 mic.
Oh no. He sounds like from the Puss in Boots movie.
Puss in Boots. That's all I
He
got.
has a very weird way of talking. It kind of sounds like
Small bean. Very small bean.
But
I'll kill you.
you know,
I'm being shot at during World War III. Time to hop in VC. I love this man.
I'm ready. How about you?
I think I'm ready.
54. Yeah, I think you
Yep.
have to press a button. There we
Boom.
go.
Okay,
Here we go.
hot take. He sound like Smaggle's older brother.
I don't know what Smaggle's over sound like.
He just sounds like an older Smaggle.
Oh.
He sounds like a Smaggle had an older brother. No. He sounds like an older Smaggle. He really does. Got no ill. I've never talked to him, but I do think that that's fucking hilarious.
Go. Does everybody hear us okay, I hope?
When was this video posted? 8 years ago. Oh, 2017.
He would have been
2017 wasn't
young. He
8
would have
years ago.
sound.
Don't tell me 2017 was
Yeah.
8 years ago. I don't want to know that 2017.
Holy shit! The part at the end, the dark of a quick time event, and him dying.
Listen,
Oh, so this is what the dark
2017
kid sounds.
It's 3 years ago in the same way that the 80s are 20 years ago. I can't explain it, but that's how I see time.
I'm so sad he's gone. I used to be friends with him on Steam and troll him a bit in Audio Surf during my something awful days. It had a lot of terrible things happen to him, and I hope one day the dark can't believe he's fucking dead, or is it tired as a lot? Was that? Oh, because that's 2024. Yeah.
That's
Oh
what
my
the thread
god,
on
Dark
Something
Kid
Awful is made.
speak. Let's see if there's anything else about the Dark. Let's see the caught this live. Beef knows his stuff. Oh my god, it's so interesting to me. So like, that's the Dark. I don't know who did it. Was his daughter dead?
2019.
2019. That's right. She died of cancer in 2019. The daughter is still alive. Everybody in his life is still alive.
No, the daughter didn't die of cancer. She died from
Freeze poison. No, but because he retracts and said that she had daughter dies in 2019. Everybody in his life is still alive. It went down, guys. It's the reason the Dark id cracked. He died twice. So chat, that is the story of the Chronicles. This was a good little 2-part stream.